I'm back with another round with Blue Red Storm in Modern, and this time I'm playing against the mirror match. I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand, although it's really sketchy considering that the deck only has 16 land. But I am testing out the deck, and I really wanted to see how it played since 16 land hands, 16 lands in the deck is a very small number. I can count on having one land hands often. Normally I would like to see that as an island, but I have Gataxian Probe, so I'm going to try to get there. Alright, so I luck sacked into an island, and I'm going to go ahead and play my Serum Visions here. Pass the turn, and looks like he has Pyromancer Ascension, so since he went first, I was really worried about him being able to combo out first. So I go ahead and play my own Pyromancer Ascension. And I probably should have played that Sulfur Falls there, but I wasn't paying attention. Luckily he didn't have anything. 3 is pretty much the magic number of lands that you want to get to in the deck, because it allows you to cast your Seething Song into other rituals for pretty much infinite mana. So I went ahead and played the Serum Visions, but I forgot to play my other Pyromancer Ascension. So I'll go ahead and do that now. And on my turn, I go ahead and peek at his hand, and then I go ahead and write down everything and accidentally hit enter over there. So now I have some counters on my enchantments. I was going to say that they're active, but they weren't quite active yet. Now, one is active and one is not, due to my early misplay. I would like to say that Past in Flame is absolutely amazing in this deck. It really gives the deck a lot of resilience to everything. And one thing that you really want to note when playing Past in Flame is that Past in Flame only gives cards that are currently in your graveyard flashback. So it doesn't give itself flashback, although it does have flashback. So all these cards would be able to play, but all the rest of the cards that you add later on, they're not able to be played unless you flash back the Past in Flames once again. Throughout a couple games, it really took me a while to figure out what was going on. I kept trying to combo out, and I wasn't able to play any of my cards. So we look at his hand, and we can see that he can do absolutely nothing against us. So it's safe to do whatever it is that we want. And now we're adding a whole lot of mana. What I was looking for was one of the key cards, which is Metamorphose. That way I can add blue mana back to my mana pool. So I was putting a lot of cards on the bottom of my library when I start scrying again, when I was trying to get to it, to make sure that I do. So when I cast Desperate Ravings, I went ahead and I drew the Metamorphose, and instead of taking the chance on discarding it, because if I discard this card, I most likely lose the game. So I cast it in response to this other trigger, making sure that I get the blue mana that I need for the rest of the round. It's a nice little interaction. So now I'm basically going through the motions of just playing a lot of storm spells to be able to up the storm count to be able to kill him with grape shot. And as you can see, I already have 2 in my hand, so it's going to be fairly easy. And one thing about Magic Online is I've played a lot of Magic Online, but at the same time I haven't consistently played a lot of Magic Online. So I haven't really ever bothered to learn the keyboard shortcuts. I know a couple of them, and I really need to get better with using the keyboard to be able to speed up the entire time. So as you can see, I have 49 mana in my mana pool, so Pyromancer Ascension along with Past in Flame and your rituals really goes a long way. So here I decide to go ahead and grape shot him because I should have enough to kill him, but my opponent was actually being relatively annoying because you can see over here that he's taken more time in the game than I have when he hasn't done anything. He was just delaying the inevitable. I don't know if he was being a bad sport or if he was actually trying to figure out how to do something, because you can see previously that he was actually casting several different spells, but we know from his hand that we peeked at he didn't have anything that he could actually do. So we actually had just enough to kill him. Well, actually 1 extra point. But we got there this game.